Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I've decided to build a whimsical, beautiful cottage in Hanford on Bagley. I just wanted this to look super cute and scenic and perfect, super inviting, and this build only has one bedroom, so it's like a really tiny, cute cottage. And I started off by working on the front section of the house. I wanted to use platforms, and I just felt like building something that's not super out of the ordinary. Recently, I had so much fun working on Barbie builds and all kinds of different things, but it was just time to work on a cottage, a smaller build, and something with a more normal shape, so to speak. And I can tell you how excited I am for the new expansion pack, and I know that the whole community is feeling this way right now. I feel like no one really wants to start up the game at this point. Everyone is just waiting for the infants update and for the new pack, and this is like the worst. You're just so excited for a pack and you don't even feel like playing or building because you just need the new amazing stuff that's about to come out. And this is how I'm feeling. I'm just waiting for the day for something fresh to come out. I feel like the update is going to be amazing. The pack is going to be great. I'm just so excited to build some amazing family homes, some suburban houses. My mission is to create some houses which are really exciting and interesting, but not too over the top, like some proper family homes, just like the Simpsons house in a way. So the layout is great and it's not too big, but it's still kind of exciting and beautiful to look at. This is my mission, and I just can't stop thinking about the pack and what I'm going to build. Also, recently I started to do a lot of stuff in Blender. This is kind of how I kept myself busy besides The Sims, because I'm on a mission to create some CC one day, and I generally wanted to learn Blender. I've talked about this in a video months and months ago, and the amazing Mr. Alkan gave me a tutorial playlist back then, and this really helped me to learn the basics. And then at some point I just thought, okay, I'm finally going to do the donut tutorial. Some of you might know it, but there's a very popular donut tutorial for Blender where you are creating a donut, and it's like it has become a meme at this point, because when you start to learn Blender, you create a donut, kind of. There's even a whole subreddit about the donut, and I just had so much fun creating it. It was stressful at times, but the cool thing is, once you have finished the tutorial, you have a nice result. Like, it's always great to finish something and you just have something that you've created, kind of. So there's a result, and that's great. And yeah, I've created the donut and a coffee cup and just different things. And I've also started to use Blender, not only following tutorials, but trying to create something myself and just getting familiar with the program. This has been on my list forever, and this is also kind of a meme in itself. A lot of people who like to be creative digitally always want to learn Blender, but they never do that. And that's kind of me. I love programs such as Photoshop, Illustrator, and all that. I've then started to get into video editing a little bit. I don't do any crazy editing stuff here, but I had no idea how to edit anything. And yeah, I've never learned Blender, and it's been on my list since forever. And yeah, I'm finally getting into Blender. I feel like at this point I've kind of very slowly gotten the hang of it, a little bit, all the controls and what to do, and I just have the best time, and I'm just so excited to create some furniture for The Sims. If you have any requests, now is your time to let me know what I should create. I mean, it's going to take a while because I just have a lot of learning to do still, but I just wanted to share my progress because it's super exciting for me. And I just felt while I was waiting for the update and the pack to come out, I just felt it would make sense to like get into creating CC a bit. I've also been watching so many videos by the amazing Ciboulette. Shout out to Ciboulette. I'm going to like link her in the description box, and in case you don't know her, you should totally check her out. And I feel like honestly so many people in this community who are creating amazing CC learned it by watching Ciboulette. Like, I feel like we have to like really thank Ciboulette at this point, because so many people probably got into creating CC by watching her videos, and she's also helping everyone. She's like so kind, and she like put out all these amazing tutorials about creating CC. She's giving insight in like how to do it, and there are like so many steps in the process, and she's such an amazing teacher. And I feel like that she's like really responsible for a lot of amazing CC pieces we have in the community in general, and she's just the best. I love her so much. I've also collabed with her. She allowed me to create windows for A-frame houses, and then like she created them. This was such a fun collab, and back then I already thought, okay, I really want to get into creating CC as well. And the way that she like does her tutorials is like so, I don't know, just gave me the courage to try it maybe one day. And yeah, I'm just really excited to give it a try. And at this point I'm also just simply excited to create anything in Blender, like creating a 3D shape and all that. It's just so much fun and so different. But yeah, back to the video. Here I'm already working on the interior, and I just changed the light because I wanted the light to be a bit warmer, so it's really cozy, and I wanted to have a modern farmhouse meets cozy cottage vibe because I still wanted this to be like super modern and cool. And up there where I've just placed the spandrel and where I'm just working on the column and all that, I'm going to build a small room back there, because at some point when I was almost done I realized that I did not include a bathroom. This sometimes happened to me, like I'm completely done, the floor plan is done, and then I noticed, okay, there's no bathroom, and this is a problem. And sometimes, like depending on the house layout, you can't just attach anything because it would mess up the whole design, and I just hate when this happens. But luckily I was able to squeeze in a nice bathroom there, and this here's the kitchen. And I just put a lot of time into detail here, like not as much in the kitchen, but definitely for the dining room area. And I wanted the dining room to be behind the wall where I've just placed the stove, because I wanted to include a nice window, and then the kitchen is kind of connected with the dining room. The window is from idle living, and I wanted to include lots of plants and just lots of cute and cozy clutter, and plants just make everything so much more cozy and inviting. In real life I don't really own any plants because I don't know if I could keep them alive. I'm not really good with keeping plants healthy and alive, to be honest. I don't know why, but I mean, I know that a lot of you can probably relate, because this is always a bit tricky, but I definitely love plants in The Sims. It's always so beautiful. I don't know, like for those of you who've played Sims 1, there's a plant in The Sims 1 which looks super similar to the gigantic plant that I've like just pulled out of Built By a second ago, but I haven't placed it here. It's the one from Courtyard Oasis, and there's a very similar one in Sims 1, and I remember that I've always used it, and I always like wanted everything to be super symmetrical in the Sims 1, like 100% symmetrical. So I would like place a TV in the center, and then the plant on the left, and then the same plant on the right, and I would always do that. And then I would use a lamp on the left and the same lamp on the right. Everything was like hyper symmetrical, and I have no idea why, because like symmetry is cool and it's like really pleasing to the eye, but it was just too much, and I just had to think back to this. Like the most common issue probably was building gigantic rooms and not being able to fill them. I'm also guilty of this, but the worst thing like was my focus on symmetry. It was like way over the top, and I just had to think back to this because of the plant. Let me know if you know which plant I mean. I love this plant so much, and I wish we had a copy of this here. Maybe I should just create it once I'm able to, like for the whole CC thing. And yeah, this is the living room. There are like different levels because I had initially used platforms for the front door. So I, of course, also had to use platforms on the interior for the door. So everything is on one level. And I've then just used some stairs and also the cute fence and the spandrels. I feel like for a design like this, like a cute cozy cottage, spandrels, different levels, like all of this always totally works, and I just love using spandrels. And yeah, this up here is the small bedroom. I mean, it's not tiny or anything, but it's just really compact, and it's just a really dreamy, whimsical house for one sim living in the woods and really enjoying nature and all that. I think it's just so cute. I think the lot is Cordelia's Cottage or something. So it's this one. It's this really whimsical, beautiful cottage, and I just love the whole vibe of this world. And generally built by has been so amazing for cottage living. I'm just so obsessed with this pack still. It's like not my main style. I feel like I love modern architecture the most, but this is like so cozy and cute and beautiful, and I just love this so much. And yeah, then I've just decorated the exterior a bit more. I just wanted this to be absolutely cozy, and yeah, this is it. Here you can see lots of screenshots. This build is available in the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald. You can grab the tray files from my Patreon, and speaking of which, it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons and Emerald YouTube members. A big thank you to Mehmet Ali Baris Khan, Alona Blue, Andrew Hill, Asia, Betty Blades, Lady Sims, Lisa Martin, Shannon McClam, Sims Moon, Stemlicious, Stephanie Mead, and Steven. Thank you so much for your huge support. A big thank you to all my other patrons and YouTube members. And of course, a big thank you to anyone who's watching. I love you all so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to, please like and subscribe. I love you all so much. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my ass.